This is the Mr. Mike Agostinho, and you're listening to the Mr. Benfica Podcast channel. What's up, everybody? After some technical difficulties, we are finally live.
Yeah, right.
The semifinals are in the history books. I'm the Mr. Mike Agostinho here with Mauricio Ruano and Derek Gomes, and we are recapping the semifinals tonight.
Yep.
And I think we had a pretty awesome set of semifinals, guys.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Very fun for us neutrals at this point, huh?
Yeah.
Not so fun for England fans.
No. I mean, the one thing I can say is I think that the best team in each game won.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes. Usually, I have to admit, watching England crash out is one of my hobbies in these tournaments. I have to admit, I enjoy it. It always is spectacular. It's always theater. And this was that again. I actually felt for them this time. I felt for them a little bit. This was heartbreaking. I guess we can start with that game, even though it's the second semifinal. What were you guys thinking when you couldn't hear the English national anthem over the?
To be honest with you, I wasn't surprised.
No, I know this was very.
It's always the pro-Argentina crowd,
and
so I can't say I was terribly surprised by it.
No, and this one has a little more history than the others.
Right.
So.
They're still out there with signs about the Falkland Islands.
Yes, there's still animosity about something.
Yeah, I mean that happened 44 years ago.
44 years ago. So
probably move on.
But it definitely set the stage for some entertainment.
Yeah, there's bad television. Yeah,
and I tweeted out the popcorn emoji when I saw that. That first half, guys. That looked like I thought someone was going to get killed in that first half. Those tackles were absolutely like 120% full force.
I expected that. I expected. I mean, Argentina is a super aggressive team.
Yeah,
I think that it sort of gets overshadowed by the creativity, Leo Messi, but they are extremely aggressive. And they're going to have to be extremely aggressive on Sunday. But yeah, that's just the way they play. I mean, this is why they've made it as far as they have. This is why they won the World Cup the last time. This is a team that collectively plays a very aggressive style.
Yeah. And they amped it up for this one for sure.
They're really not scared of anybody. They've really showed on the field they're not afraid of anyone, whoever it is.
But we've been bitching about Martinez. But I mean, Tuchel may have one-upped Martinez.
He may very well have.
Yeah, you're right. and I agree with Derek. I think coaching is what determined that game. It was coaching that determined that game.
Yeah. I'm doing a quick sound check, guys. Keep talking. I'm just making sure we're not getting.
Okay.
Yeah, I just feel like defense. They went too early with that back five.
Way
too early, and I feel like. I'm going to give this Scaloni guy credit. Like, every game, he's made the sub at the right time. It's almost like reminded me of Farioli this year in the league. When the sub needed to be made, he makes it. The right guy comes in. Don't get me wrong.
True.
To bring Laturo off the bench is like a golden ticket. When you can bring
Imagine having that kind of quality on the bench.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But listen, it's what they said during the game. They smelled blood, and once they did, it was over. They knew we're not going the extra time. They even kept on coming.
I know. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, my disappointment is with England.
Yes.
I think England lost this game more than Argentina won it. You have a team that is pretty much all players from the Premier League, which I think is undisputable. And anyone watching this show, the panel here, I don't think we can dispute that the Premier League is by far the best league in world football.
Yeah, from top to bottom for sure.
Yep.
And players that are not playing the Premier League, like Harry Kane plays for Bayern Munich,
Yeah,
and
Jude
Bellingham
Bellingham.
plays for Real Madrid,
and that's it, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So, so these guys have a lot of quality, not only on the pitch, the guys sitting on the bench. Saka never left the bench, as he never left the bench. Guys that could have came in and made a difference. Manduke could also have made a difference. But so having that arsenal, and then to play the way that they did, like they're a small team from some small country that was just trying to hang on by the skin of their teeth since minute 60, is, in my opinion, mind-boggling.
Right.
So I mean that's what I found extremely disappointing. You have a team, just riddled with world-class footballers that play at big clubs in the Premier League, and you played them small.
Yes.
Like they're a small. This is a small team from a small country that was just there's tickled pink to get a 1-0 lead. Like I don't know. I think his approach and his mindset. After England had scored that goal. Was just lamentable. I was really disappointed. I know a lot of English fans are out there. They've been highly critical, and Tuchel deserves all the criticism right now because
he does.
I was just. I mean, like you have the tools, you have to use them. It's sort of like Portugal. I mean,
right? You
have world-class players playing for world-class teams, European champions, and you never really took the shackles off. You never really let them play their football. And
no, he got. What is he got used to how he got away with it in Mexico City, and he barely got away with it there.
And they kept going back.
He wanted to repeat that. Yeah. But I mean, I could understand Mexico City because you're playing with 10 men. Right. You're playing on the road.
Altitude.
So I kind of understood that. There was no explanation for what happened yesterday. I'm sorry. I can't support it.
No.
Yeah, just looking at guys that did not come into this match: Ollie Watkins, Bukayo Saka, Nani Madueke, Eberechi Eze. None of these attacking guys came in.
No.
You put in Dan Burn.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Daniel Byrne, Nico O'Reilly, Ivan Toney, and Marcus Rashford.
But the last two only got in the 95th minute.
Yes.
When they were losing. Yeah.
When the game's already over.
It was pointless. It was a moot point at that. It wasn't going to make an impact.
With hindsight being 2020, it's easy to say England's goal was the worst thing that happened to them.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
It was. I think it was Zlatan who pointed this out, that Rashford was about to go in. He was about to make He was about to make attack-minded substitutions, and then England scored, and then he didn't. And then, had the game gone to extra time, how were they going to play with that lineup on the pitch for 30 more minutes?
Yeah.
They really
set themselves up. You had to reconfigure the back six.
Yeah.
Right. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, again, if this was Slovakia, or if this was Czechia, or I don't know, whatever, Uzbekistan, they sneak in a 1-0 lead. All right. Park the bus. But England. I mean, I saw Harry Kane defending in his own box in the 65th minute.
Right.
I'm like, what is going on here?
And not even his own box. He's literally right there on top of the box. And he was far deep. He was deep.
I mean, they were playing with such a low block.
Right.
They were They invited the pressure.
They had two lines. They had 5 and 4 or 6 and 4.
Yeah.
And one was right on the area, and the next line was 5 yards in front.
It's
they
amazing.
Were literally pinned in their own yards by choice.
I think they had the right approach up until then. The goal. They were playing with a medium block. They were playing cautiously. Yes. But playing with a medium block allows you to go on a counterattack and sneak a goal in, which is what they played for, and which is what they got.
Right.
So I don't know. I was just scratching my head. The entire half hour that Argentina had the opportunity to go and tie the game, then eventually win it. I couldn't believe his approach. And this is what Tuchel wanted.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is his design. You know, you can't blame the players here.
No.
So,
And then like the Cape Verde played more aggressive. And the thing is,
yeah.
defensively, Argentina, they've been giving up goals. So why are you sitting back?
Exactly.
Like that's what I didn't
Yeah,
get.
no, I know. It's amazing. Yeah.
I didn't get that.
No, I mean, England ended up being the easiest opponent for them.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they didn't create that many opportunities against the other teams. You know?
No, they played a lot more attacking in this match than they did in the previous.
Yeah,
one.
because England invited it. Come right in.
They saved it late again, but they created a lot. That whole second half was Argentina's. They came out at halftime on the front foot.
I mean, it's bad when your goalie's the best player on the pitch, and that was the case.
Yeah.
Pickford was by far the best player on the pitch for England.
Oh yeah.
And that's the last thing in the world you want to hear, that your goalie was the best player on the pitch.
Yeah, right. And you could even say England's goal came kind of against the run of play because they were already had a few close calls. Argentina did before that.
Yeah. Pickford had made a big save right at the beginning of the second half. Yeah.
Yeah, and we talked last match about when did Alexis McAllister become a great header of the ball, but he found his way to a few more in this one.
He did.
He hit both posts in this.
He did. Yeah.
I was impressed with that. Also, I thought Rodrigo de Paul came in and really changed the match too, which surprised me that he brought that kind of a change. Part of it is England backing up and allowing him the kind of time to do what he can do. Especially
and you take out Declan Rice.
Yeah, and I know Declan
makes
Rice
you more
is fighting
vulnerable.
an illness, so that's
that's a good point.
I always thought Rodrigo de Paul was offensively challenged, but when he came in, he put those crosses where they needed to be.
And Nico Gonzalez too. He came in and the first half, I think Simeone was in there just to cause a ruckus. I mean, he was wildly tackling all first half. Simeone was.
He was.
Yeah, that was the game plan. Yeah,
that was the game plan, right? And it did. England seemed a little bit unnerved early. The tackles were affecting both teams a little bit, but I think that's what Argentina wanted. But then England settled in and started to play a little bit. They started to move the ball, and they have the pace to play quickly through lines.
Yeah.
And they have good wide play. You know, you got Gordon and you've got Spence, who are both been good in this.
I don't know why they played with Rogers.
They went with Rogers as well. Yeah.
Like I don't know why.
Right.
Why? Yeah. You're gonna play him over Saka? You're gonna play him over Eze? I don't know.
Yeah. And Reece James picking up a knock. Also, he wasn't there at the end, which may have had.
And then there were guys that you didn't call up that could have helped.
Yeah.
A guy like Cole Palmer could have helped in this game. I found his selections were strange. His tactics were strange. If you look at the World Cup globally, for England, if you were to say, oh, you're going to make it to the semifinals, you take it, and pretty much any team would be like, oh, semifinal appearance in the World Cup is great. But if you look at, England, the games they were in, I think this is a disappointing World Cup for them. They had a lot of trouble with Congo. Stages. I mean, Mexico again was the skin of their teeth. They played 10 good minutes where Bellingham scored the 2 goals, and that was pretty much it in Mexico. Then in Norway, I mean, they won, but the coach was angry at the end of the game because and
rightfully, I think.
They were poor for a majority of the game, and they caught a break with the cable. So if you look at this, at this World Cup for a team of that caliber, I just find it. I think it was a disappointing World Cup for them, even though they made it to the semifinals. And that's just how I feel. I was just underwhelmed by England for a team that has all those weapons.
Yeah, I would say their results were better than their performance.
By far. I
think that's a fair criticism.
Yeah. Absolutely. But, I mean, Argentina had an easy road to this semifinal. They struggled too.
Yeah,
but they were better prepared for this game, and they justifiably came out on top. I can't take the win away from them.
No.
Yeah, we talked last time about how much this reminded us. Once I thought of it, I agreed that this is reminding of the 1990 Argentina, and this game just played even more into that.
Yeah, it did.
This really played even more. They didn't go to a penalty shootout, but it was the similarities are really interesting because yeah, they have looked out a number of times here. I mean, they have looked to be, on the
On the verge.
on the verge
Right.
of elimination,
Yeah.
and not by, with all due respect, not by gigantic,
Yeah.
powers in the game. It's any team put in front of them has basically put them on the ropes at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
in all fairness to them, 1990 they faced tough opponents.
Yeah,
The round of 16 was Brazil.
yeah,
The quarterfinals is Yugoslavia. You got to take into account Yugoslavia is it's Croatia, it's Serbia, it's
Serbia,
Bosnia,
Bosnia, all together.
Macedonia, all wrapped into one.
Yes.
That's a tough team.
Yes, very much.
That's Boban, that's Savicevic. That team was stacked.
That was the height of Yugoslavia too. They were
That was always a tough team to beat. So that was penalty kicks. It was tough. And then Italy was the host nation. Italy had the 1-0 lead. Italy had not conceded a goal until Canigia's goal in the semifinal. So that they found their way in. And here they are again. They found their way to the final. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If you look at it, Spain have been now after that performance against France, they've been the best team in the World Cup. So
yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we underrated them a little bit. I think we overlooked them. We got very excited about France, and we gave all the praises to France, and
we did.
We'll talk about Spain in a second, but they've really just been consistent and been growing each match.
They conceded one goal.
Spain against France was not the same Spain that played Portugal.
No,
they have grown, and I already see the same people who were so negative, whatever many days ago, are now saying, "Oh, we were the best team to play Spain. Look at that. Portugal would have won the World Cup if only Bernardo Silva had that foul."
I think it came down to matchups here. I think Spain matches up great against France. That's just the way. Yeah.
If you look at their recent matches with France, that definitely.
Yeah, they match up great against them for some reason.
They do.
Yeah. Because I think Portugal would have lost to France.
Well, playing the way they did in this tournament.
I don't think they would have beaten France.
Exactly.
Yeah, Spain matches up great against France.
Now, I think I do have to say one thing, and he was quiet for parts of the game, but once again, Messi comes up huge.
Yeah.
This is a guy who's 39 years old. To be fair. Yeah. When Ronaldo was 39 years old, we were having the same conversations we're having now. Nobody is talking about Messi being holding back this team. Nobody is saying that he's not still the leader of this team. That team pours it out for him. There's no issues in that locker room.
No,
they do.
No one's saying he's being left on too long. You don't hear anybody.
No.
Why is that old man out there so long?
Yeah, 4 years ago, Ronaldo was 37, and I found it to be really
we were all.
He was ineffective.
Yeah,
he was ineffective at that World Cup, the last World Cup.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I think I have to say, I think Messi solidified his place as the best player of all time.
Yeah, I think so.
Last
3 I'm with you, Mike.
I have to say it. He's still incredible. Yeah. And he's 39 years old. He plays in Major League Soccer.
So he's not being exposed to the competition that these other guys are.
No, but he's just so intelligent that he knows what he is.
He's such a good footballer.
It's
all around. It's not just the goals.
And he's proven it in the last 2 games. It's not.
I think that's what I've always felt has differentiated him from Ronaldo. Mm-hmm. Ronaldo's looking for goals.
Yeah,
been looking for goals for the last 10 years now, basically. Where Messi has always been more of a visionary, more of a sort of a team player, I guess you can say. Getting into right spaces, making the right passes, shooting at the right time, making the right moves. He's like, his soccer IQ is off the charts. There's no doubt here. In the first goal, I don't like that. Again, I think it was Anthony Gordon that went over. I forgot who it was. It could have been Kane, who went over and doubled when they shouldn't have.
They doubled him for no reason.
They doubled him.
And that was you doubled him for no reason. And
Derek, it was Kane.
It was Kane, right? Yeah, it was Kane. Yeah. There was not. I mean, he was being. I mean, I felt that he was being defended well.
No, they did well on him. The help was
Yeah,
there
he was being
taking away
defended well.
that left-footed
The
cut
double
in
team was
all game.
unnecessary.
They
But
took it
notice
away
what
all
Derek
game.
notice what Derek just said. Your forward came back to double. That's how far back you were. He came
Yeah.
all the way
Oh,
down
yeah,
near
yeah,
the
yeah.
corner flag.
He was
Oh, you
there for
saw
a
it.
half hour.
They were clearing it, and there was nobody to clear it to. They were clearing it.
No.
They were clearing it.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the center backs every time, and
Right.
the attack is starting on the edge of the attacking third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think in the 60th minute you bring in a Saka or you bring in as a thinking of the counterattack.
Exactly.
Yes.
At least have that option.
I think that's obvious.
Not even the counterattack.
Or Madueke was,
You think about the one-on-one.
pacey guy as well.
I'll take those guys any day one-on-one with somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just didn't get it.
Especially with a team like Argentina that's conceded a significant number of goals,
Yeah.
And Derek, at that time, both Martinez and Ramiro both had yellows.
Yeah.
So bring them in and let them go at them. You might get a second yellow even on top of it, even if you don't get the goal.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. It's such a head scratcher.
Martinez came off in the 72nd. Otamendi went on. But Romero was on a yellow card.
Yeah.
It was. I don't understand. I think some of it was starting to happen anyway, and then Tuchel kind of made it worse because I think they were retreating naturally, and then they scored, and I think the nerves hit in or something. Something happened to them there where they started to retreat more.
Listen, Tuchel did his best
Rashford
Martinez impersonation. That's it. He did his best Roberto Martinez impersonation, and it cost him. That's it.
Now, every coach, to be devil's advocate, every coach has done this and made this mistake at some point. I know I've sat, I've looked 20 young men in the face and said, sorry, this one's on me, guys. I retreated you guys too much. I made changes that didn't help us. It does happen to every coach. However, he didn't. You almost could see it coming. Argentina was growing in the second half, and it was way too early to go. He explained that he wanted to close the lanes down, and he did close the lanes down. But are we forgetting that a shot from just outside the area is still an option? You closed all the passing lanes down, but you let them walk into shooting range. And then Enzo Fernandez does what Enzo Fernandez does.
And you had four center backs, yet Lautaro had an open header. How does that happen?
No, the marking was terrible on that one.
With four center backs, you let a guy get a free header in the box. I mean,
and you outnumbered them in the box, and the players still got it.
It was a perfect ball from Messi, and a perfect run from Lautaro. But how does he get free? How do they not get
with four center backs? I mean,
four center backs. And remember, before Argentina drew level, Pickford had just made that fantastic save
on the header.
On McAllister, right? I believe it was McAllister, or maybe it was Gonzalez.
No, it was Gonzalez.
It was Nico Gonzalez. And then McAllister hit the post just after that. So they were knocking at the door.
All second half long.
Tuchel had a period of time there of 4 or 5 minutes where he could say, "Oh, I've overdone it. I've got to correct this," and he didn't.
Right. No.
And then at the end, he throws all the attackers on as if that's gonna,
Besides the Switzerland game, Argentina's never sat back. Every lead they've had, they kept on going, and that's what they did. But that Switzerland game, the red card changed it because they were knocking on the door.
Pushed them back. It was different.
And we talked about it. That was the one game where we saw Argentina kind of the weather getting to them and getting tired and on the field and everything like that. That was the one game.
Yeah. But I feel like when the tying goal went in, you could see the look on the England fans' faces, almost like we've seen this before. This movie keeps repeating itself.
Yeah.
And I think what you needed at that time was, the reassurance, the leadership from the manager, from the captain, and it didn't come. They just continued to. If you're England, why are you playing to go to extra time or to penalties? You have such a terrible record in
Yes.
those
Yeah.
types of games
Yeah.
that go to that level. Why even test fate like that? And it
It's
ended
a
up being their
team with so many weapons. It's so many weapons.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. The guys you could have brought in. I think when you had a 1-0 lead and you could exploit the counterattack, you had Rashford, you had Eze, Madueke, Saka. It's just a plethora of options that they could have.
And even if you sat back,
and I think they needed to maintain that medium block.
Instead of the deep block.
You just make it super easy when you drop that low.
Yeah, and if you're dropping that low, you kept Bellingham and Kane, the ones that have had the most mileage on their legs, to try to win you the ball up top. You didn't even try switching them out for like a Watkins or a Saka or something like Derek has been saying.
Yeah.
You didn't even try to do that. So you were really trying to hang on.
Yeah.
It just didn't add up.
And you can't say Tuchel doesn't have experience.
No, he's got plenty of experience. He's
Tuchel,
won.
These guys won a Champions League. I mean, he's only coached big clubs.
Right.
This is totally mismanaged. I mean, if I'm England, if I'm an English fan, or I'm just super disappointed right now with Tuchel and this World Cup. I know they're just gonna. Well, we made the semifinals is a hell of a run, but you have to look at the games themselves, and these are just like we were critical of Portugal in 2016 when they won the Euro. It wasn't ugly. It was ugly. They weren't really playing good football, despite having quality players. So you sort of got that feel with England this time around. The football was underwhelming for the most part. It was just you had flashes of brilliance by Bellingham, and that was much it.
Yeah,
Bellingham.
Right.
Yeah.
And maybe looking back now, maybe Bellingham saved them and extended this tournament more than they deserved to have.
Maybe.
Maybe his individual performance was enough to.
And two of Norway and Mexico.
Yeah. And now, just imagine the pressure they're going to be under to play the Euro at home now in 2 years.
Yeah.
On the back of this tournament, and having gone to the Euro final 2 years
and
ago.
wasn't 2024 in Wembley Stadium as well, the final?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
So you're going to have back-to-back Euros at Wembley Stadium.
Not 24, 2020 was at Wembley.
2020. Okay.
2020 was at Wembley, all right.
Yeah, the one we played a year after because of COVID. That was at Wembley. And then the last one was, I think, in Germany. But still.
Okay. Yeah.
They're playing 2 out of 3 at home because they only left England once, I think, that whole Euro.
Yeah.
They went to Rome to play one game. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think the pressure's going to be very high on them.
Because, I mean, from what I'm reading, they're going to keep Tuchel, so.
Yeah. Well, they signed him to an extension before the tournament. I mean,
his contract runs until the Euro.
Until the Euro.
Yeah. So they've got him for 2 more years, and it's very they're in a weird spot here because they do have all this talent, but Harry Kane's not getting younger, and that's a big part of their attack and how they play and where they look to go. It's going to be very interesting to see how well they can prepare. Now, there is Nations League, which is going to be better matches than if there wasn't for them, because without qualifying, it's sometimes hard to get matches and hard to get prepared. But they're fortunate because now qualifying is done in about 3 windows. So
they really don't have an option outside of Kane to be a pure number 9.
Not right now, no.
Who are their other who is their true number 9 outside of Kane?
It's Ollie Watkins, but that's
Watkins.
That's a big drop.
Unless you go with an Ivan Toney from Saudi Arabia, that's it.
And they did in the 95th minute.
Underwhelming options.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how they bounce back from this. Or if this, I was watching a documentary yesterday. It was called 60 Years of Hurt. I watched the first part. It was just from 66 to 86, and there's something consistent with England, even when they miss the World Cup. Okay. their manager would say, "We would have won the World Cup if we win." There's this thing. There's added pressure that I don't think they need to put on themselves.
True. Yeah.
And it's always to win the World Cup, to win the Euro.
And win the Euro. Yeah. I mean, it was funny when the last Euro, they're like, all right, let's bring the Euro home.
Yeah.
You guys never won the Euro.
They've never won the Euro. No.
So it's never been home.
They won one World Cup at home, on home soil, never leaving Wembley Stadium.
So it is. It's this this grandeur. Maybe it's an illusion of grandeur.
And
they feel they're the favorites in every game every time they step on the pitch.
I think it's what Derek said. It's from them having the Premier League. It gives them that pressure, like you're in the best.
I think
league.
It does. Yeah.
I think.
But even in '82, when they had missed the World Cup for 12 years, they were winning. They talked they were going to win the World Cup, and the Premier League was under. The Premier League was like, it wasn't even a Premier League; it was the Division One in those days, and they were like, I think they were winning European Cups.
They were winning European Cups, yeah. In the 70s, absolutely. Liverpool.
But they also were winning with a lot of Scottish players in those days.
And Forest.
Liverpool teams were loaded with Scots.
Yeah, and Forest and
Forest.
They were winning.
And Villa.
European title. Yeah.
But it's always been this added pressure from the media and from the fans that they're going to win the World Cup.
Yeah,
and every England manager basically.
Even before football was created, there was always Anglo-Saxon superiority.
Seriously.
Even before football.
Right.
And it's still alive and well. Yeah.
Well, and of course this goes into more of it, and there's talk, when you see online, everyone's battering the England fans and reminding them you haven't won the World Cup and you lost your empire in under 100 years. You went from the largest to this tiny island now that
Yeah.
So they do seem to be a lot of people's punching bag, but a lot of that's brought on by themselves too.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
They bring on an air of arrogance, and this isn't the players on the pitch. I have no issues with this team.
It's just England in general.
The punditry is brutal. It's entertaining because you have a feeling this is going to happen, so you listen to everything leading up to it, and it's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming home.
Well, listen, I got close friends in Ireland right now, and they texted me during the game. They're like, "I've never met so many people that hated England. They keep saying anyone but England, even for Argentinians to win." And that's in Ireland.
Yeah, Argentina was like you notice the talk about referees kind of disappeared.
Right.
Going into this one.
Yes.
And I was listening to Talk Sport, and they were having an absolute meltdown last night. It was great radio. But literally their phone lines were getting jammed with Scots and with Irish people, just absolutely ragging on them and just throwing gasoline on their fire, just kicking them while they were down.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I guess that's some of what they deal with, being in, England is part of a larger country of the United Kingdom, and the other parts of the United Kingdom don't really like them very much. So they hang up on them in these
Wales,
moments.
Scots, they don't. No. Ireland's always hated them, so I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's wars going on over there, so they've always hated them.
And in the end, Argentina has this thing about them. They just find a way. Pretty. It doesn't matter. One thing I respect about them is when you looked at their faces, all 11 men and then the subs were willing to die on that field to win that game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They play like that every game.
Yeah. Versus the nonchalant Portuguese national team.
Correct. Yeah. I want that in my team.
Right.
If Portugal had a fraction of that type of fire and that type of pride, I think the trophy cabinet would be a lot more full.
Like, it's okay to make a hard foul. It's all right.
It is. You don't have to be the nice guy all the time.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Want to segue in this? Want to segue
Let's
into
go to
Spain
because we spent 35 minutes on England.
I know.
Spain and France. So again, I actually posted on my Instagram stories a clip of us talking about how good France was the night before, and I said I focused on myself, and I said it took less than 24 hours for me to be made a fool of here because how dare we forget about Spain in big games? I mean, they're only the European champions.
Yeah, four-time European champions. Yeah.
4 times, and
Yeah.
they're the current reigning European champions, and they haven't lost. And I've lost count. I think it's an absurd number.
It's 30 something. It's 30.
Yeah.
37, I
30
think,
something.
number of matches they haven't been beat in 90 or 120 minutes.
Well, this coach hasn't lost a European match or a World Cup match.
And I was going to say this. The 2 coaches that got themselves to the finals are not the big names that countries go looking for.
No.
There's something to be said there.
Yeah, where's the Ancalatis? Where's the Tuchels?
Exactly.
They're
Tuchel,
home.
Ancelotti,
Yeah.
Martinez. But seriously.
Yeah, Nagelsmann.
Nagelsmann. There's something to be said about bringing guys in through the system.
Yeah,
Right.
I think I don't know if you guys watched Henry after the game. I think he just nailed it.
I think he's
yeah, he nailed it. He explained why Spain is so successful.
Mm-hmm.
I completely agree with him. I mean, this game can be sort of summed up really quickly. It was going to be whatever team was able to impose their style was going to win.
Yeah,
and Spain was able to impose their style, and France was not.
Right.
And that's what ended up happening. I mean, Spain had a stranglehold on the ball. They can, France can never play their game, but Spain was able to play their game, and they won justifiably. So, but just going back to what Henri said, because he belted out a bunch of examples, because this is not only the men's team, the women's team is the world. They won the World Cup.
Right.
I know Portugal's had successful. They've had successful youth teams. But the country that's had the most successful youth teams by far is Spain.
Spain, absolutely.
They win at every level at the youth level. World Cups, Euros, what have you, and it's all because it comes down to their system. They teach this system. They impose this system at a young age. Right. So I mean, you're talking about 6, 7, 8-year-olds. This is how we're going to play. This is how Spain plays. And it just translates into all these different teams. They all play the same. They play this way at U18. They play this way at U21. They play this way when they get to the A team. So it's just they have this system that they successfully implemented across all these teams, and it just led to the success. So everyone knows what they have to do. Everyone plays for the team. If Spain go on and win this World Cup, there isn't a single player that deserves the Ballon d'Or. This is a complete team effort. There's no individuals here. I can't say that there's been one guy that's really stuck out, during this World Cup campaign. Mm-hmm. This is just a team.
It's the epitome of a team
that's built to win.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there aren't really many individuals here. I mean, Lamal has been pretty quiet. I think he only has 1 goal this entire competition. And he was supposed to be like their star, what have you, whatever that means. But this is a team. This is a team effort. They're committed to winning. It's like they know exactly where to be on the pitch. They know exactly where their teammate is going to be, where to pass it. They're the best at possessing. I know they really are a masterclass of a team. I know we were sort of enamored by France and like the champagne football they've been playing.
Right.
But Spain has done it the Spanish way,
Absolutely.
And here they are,
Yeah.
Mauricio, what do you think about Spain doing this without a single Real Madrid player too?
It shows a lot. It shows a lot, like Derek said, about their youth and their program. It really does. Because to be honest with you, at Real Madrid, besides Houston in the back, they have older players now. They don't have the younger Spanish players like Barcelona does, and throughout the other league. And also, people are now starting to see what a healthy Rodri looks like. When he went down, like, Man City will be okay. They have all these players. No, when he's healthy, there was a reason why they won a few titles in a row. That's why he is who he is.
Or, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah. And that's why they're trying to get him to Real Madrid. Yeah. Like, he's showing you. And then the coach makes a good decision. People probably are like, oh, they're taking Gavi off for Fabian Ruiz. He's bringing in a top quality midfielder from PSG, a Champions League winning team. that is now even filling in the system even better. And now
Yeah.
you have another midfielder that you can bring off the bench in Gavi. So
It's seamless. It's really
it's just incredible. I know people were like, "Oh my God, not a Real Madrid player." And to be honest, on that Real Madrid team, who would you pick to go be on the team anyway?
yeah.
Fair enough.
Because Real Madrid right now,
It
it's a
says
bunch
more
of
about
It's
people-
an
Real
international.
Madrid
It's an
right now.
international club.
Yeah, it is. It's an international club. That's really what it is. And they don't develop the younger kids like a Barcelona does.
No.
They really don't. But listen, I give kudos to Spain. They really dissected France that entire game, like Derek said, the way they wanted to play. And their goals, when you look back, the way that they just scored, they made it look really easy.
Yeah.
And France has got an all-star team. And to make it look like that
Defense and everything.
and to frustrate them, the way that they did that second half, maybe the last 30 minutes, I think Mbappe and the rest of the guys, Olise and them, they were just like, I really don't know what to do. I really don't.
Yeah,
know.
they had to take Olise out.
Yeah.
He was completely ineffective.
Yeah, and Doué coming in, he just ran into a wall. He was just like, I don't have the space like I did the game before. Listen, Spain's just defensively this whole tournament, it's just been masterclass.
Yeah. And like Poro's goal was just a beautiful, brilliant team.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Yes.
It's just brilliant to watch. It's,
Right.
Yeah, it was like the third goal that they scored against Austria, just like perfect football, man. Just they push it out wide. Cucurella made that nice little touch pass, and then Orizabal was like one-on-one. It's just in his nice, easy tap, and it's just beautiful team football. Those are the goals that I like. I know that there's these eye-catching goals that you see, these individual goals. Like Enzo Fernandez was, from outside the box, and Alvarez, beautiful kick from outside the box.
Alvarez last round, yeah.
Yeah, I love the team goals, man. I just love when just all one touch, boom, 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 and then
right. They never panic. They're in control
that's
every time, and it's just
so much poise on the ball.
Yeah, their confidence with the ball is just it's something like Derek said. It's just something that they just develop. It really is.
Yeah. No, I mean, when my kid was 12, he did like a week long training camp over in Madrid. So I was there. I was watching him play. But I was also keeping my eye on like the field over. It was about 15, 26-year-olds. And, they were being coached by like 4 or 5 coaches. And they weren't even playing with nets. There are no nets around. So that's telling you right off the bat that these guys are already implementing their possession game. They were focusing in on ball control, possession, and ball circulation from that young age. So I was just really impressed. It's a very much different take here in the States. How to prepare these young kids. Where they sort of. I think here it's more you're looking for the individuals. You're looking for the guy who can run fast and all this.
Yeah, and probably in a lot of other places too.
And a lot of other places too. I can't say it's just the States. Yeah. Absolutely right, Mike.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think that you're being taught, as soon as you can kick a football, this is how you play.
Yeah.
Right.
This is how you play. This is how.
Yeah, the philosophy is very consistent across Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have your Madrid style and your Barcelona style and your Celta Vigo style. They play Spanish football. It's what it is. It's the offspring of the Dutch game coming to Barcelona.
Yeah, it is.
Back in
they've perfected total football.
Yeah, it's total football. It's just
they perfected total football.
Perfected by the generation later. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, it really came to the forefront with Guardiola.
Yeah, I think it's even better now. I think it's more balanced because when you take away that, they can do other things now. They have more verticality than they did when they won the last.
Yes, and credit to De La Fuente. I think that
I think so.
Yeah, they did get more vertical with De La Fuente. Absolutely.
Yeah, and they have the weapons to do it. I mean, these are their 5 substitutions. The 5 substitutes that came in: Ferran Torres, Mikel Merino, Pedri, Marcos Llorente, and Nico Williams.
Yeah.
Those are world-class players that start anywhere.
Yeah.
And that's the luxury they have, bringing these guys off the bench. And I mean, we talked about how France had been playing, and we got really wrapped up in it. And then I remember saying, well, if they don't get the ball, that's how you, and they kind of didn't get the ball enough.
Right.
France got no rhythm this entire match. They just.
But listen, we also said France has got to give them some mistakes. And
Yeah.
that first goal was the
Yeah,
mistake
that
they
was
needed.
boneheaded.
Yep.
That's all they
The
needed.
mistake they needed. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there was no reason to do that. He's
No.
not in a dangerous place there. There's no reason.
No.
Containment would have worked just fine there. But again,
Right.
Yamal.
And that's a very tough team to play against when they have the lead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Letting them take the lead early is the worst possible thing. And that's
Right.
if Argentina start the way they've started, they're going to find themselves in the same predicament because you fall behind to this Spain team. It's not going to be like playing a nervous England with the lead.
Yeah, yeah. No. This team doesn't really get rattled.
No, they don't. They
yeah.
don't.
Yeah. It should be an interesting final.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and it looks like Digne must have had that fear of Yamal to even think he needed to do that at
Right.
that
I thought
edge
Digne
of
was
the
an
penalty
interesting
area.
choice because he really hasn't featured in this team for years.
Yeah,
Right.
It's always been Hernandez or
right.
Theo Hernandez. And Digne's been around for a long time. He played for Barcelona at one point. And he's been in England for I think 7 years now.
Yeah,
and he never really featured for this team. And now all of a sudden, I see him, playing all these games in the World Cup. I found his selection a little bit curious. To be
32 years old.
Right.
Yes, I know. It was. I mean, he wasn't good enough when he was 27, but he's good enough now. So I don't know. I found that to be a pretty interesting choice.
Yeah.
Was Deschamps afraid of that Yamal and Porto double there on that side of the pitch? You think that's why he made a change there? I don't know why he would take off Hernandez in that. I know Hernandez likes to go forward more, but really,
Well, Digne was already playing all the games. Hernandez.
He was playing all the games. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he didn't feature. He hasn't featured for this team in years.
Till the tournament.
Yeah. For the last World Cup or the last Euro, he'd come in off the bench every now and then, but he wasn't.
There's also a lot of criticism about going with Tchouaméni in the midfield as well. I've heard it from several pundits. So Deschamps is going out with some critics here after such a long, tenure.
Yeah, but it's been tremendously successful.
Yeah, it really has.
It has. He's been to countless finals at this point, and he only got that one win. But
this is a semifinal.
He's
Euro. The last Euro was a semifinal. So they make deep runs.
They make deep runs every time.
Yeah. So I mean, it was tremendous. Yeah, went to a 1-1, went to another final.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if a guy wins a World Cup, goes to a World Cup final, then goes to a World Cup semifinal, then that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice credibility.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. And now Zinedine Zidane will take over, and we'll see what he does with.
Yeah, I think it's a good pick.
It's a good. It is a solid.
If Germany can get Klopp, and if Zidane goes to France,
yeah.
I think those are good picks. I mean. I think France is in good shape right now anyway. Should be but I mean, Germany needs a shot in the arm. They need an adrenaline shot, like Pulp Fiction style, someone with with the syringe and something's got to wake this thing. They've been dormant for so long. Yeah. They're the biggest country in Europe. They have their attendance rivals that of the Premier League. You got 80,000 people at Bayern Munich games, 80,000 people at Dortmund games. They're so supported. They're football crazy. They have such a history, 4 World Cups, Euro. Right. This is really what's going on these last, I don't know what like now 6-8 years has been.
I feel like they've reached a hiccup where you can always find a nice German player in the ranks and all. And I feel like now it's more international guys because they've been there and playing in Germany for so long. We haven't seen them really develop that type of team anymore.
Yeah.
We know what I mean? It used to be with the Klaus and Klinsmans and all them other guys that would come up through the system and play there in the league and everything. Now it's more like you're getting guys who aren't really German. They were transformed because they lived there, they were born there or whatever. I feel like they need to go back to their roots.
They lost a little bit of identity.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, since winning the World Cup, they've kind of gone in the opposite direction a little bit. But it hasn't been a free fall by any means. But they haven't
made it to the round. They haven't made it to the round of 16 since.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's big.
That's big. That's big because they are a gigantic country.
That it's interesting because they're taking a similar trajectory to what Italy took after winning the World Cup.
Yeah.
Not as extreme, but in the same direction.
Right.
And it was weird because Italy won a random Euro in there.
Yeah, exactly. They did.
Yeah.
And I think they went to a final also in the Euro and lost to Spain, I think in 2012.
They did, yes.
But
yeah,
at the
that
World
was
Cup,
Spain's heyday, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Euro, World Cup, Euro.
Yeah, that was quite a 6-year run there.
Yeah, it was a great run. Yeah.
Listen, we can talk about Germany all we want, but when you can't even make the World Cup and you're in Italy,
Oh,
that's
exactly.
even worse. Yeah.
That's why I said not as extreme, but similar.
That's even worse.
Yeah. But I mean, strangely enough, I think in Italy's case, it's a quality issue. I mean, they got Tonali. Okay, that's nice, but I don't see a lot of quality. Coming from Italy for some bizarre reason.
It's interesting because people make a lot out of these U17 and U20 Euros. The current Italy team is the one that lost to Portugal in the U17 Euro final.
Yes.
But that U17 Euro team had they had Jota, the one at Celtic, right? Diogo Dalot, who's a role player now.
Yeah.
They had Francisco Trincão. These guys, none of them win. João Felix, none of them went on to become the guy.
No,
they've all had similar kind of trajectories in their careers where I think they've all made financially intelligent, but football-wise, poor transfer decisions.
Yeah.
They had a guy by the name of
They
Rafael
never achieved the heights. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but like, what Italian players what Italian player right now do you really want? Tonali's a good player, and then Chiesa
is always hurt.
Chiesa's getting burned out over Liverpool.
Yeah.
I mean, what Italian player do you really want? I mean, you don't really see this impact Italian players. You don't have the Baggios anymore.
No,
or the Del Pieros, or
the Totti and.
Or the Tottis, or no,
you don't have the defenders like Cannavaro, like Maldini and all these guys that they always have.
I would say average players.
Average.
I don't know why. It's such a football crazy country, and they have established club teams that have academies.
But they are bringing in a lot of guys from the outside. I mean, they got the last time I saw them play, they had Cher Nador playing. This is a guy who barely played who got one appearance at Benfica. So I mean that I liked him as a player, but a few seasons later, and he's in the Italy. I know it's a friendly, but he's already at that level, and I think he plays at I don't know, I forget what club he's playing at right now, but.
And and like Moise Kean,
exactly. He was in that U17 team as well.
These are just okay. These are just average players.
Average.
Hopefully,
it's a quality issue. I think it's a quality issue with Italy.
Yeah. Hopefully, the next great Italian's wearing green and white right now.
Yeah. Now we got Doumbia.
Yeah.
We've had bad luck with Doumbia. So
that's all I hope. Next great Italian's right there.
Believe me. Yeah.
All right. Before we go away from this, I'll give you guys a chance to give your preview for the final now.
Oof.
I think it's going to be incredibly fun as a neutral. I truly don't care which team wins. I just want to watch.
The thing is, it goes back. I think it goes back to what Derek said earlier: is who takes control of the game, who plays their game. Yeah. Because Argentina is going to want to run with the ball. And I feel like Spain does not let you do that. And it just showed you that with France.
Yeah.
Right.
And I feel like if they can possess the ball, and listen, guess what? This game isn't indoors. So if they make Argentina run around with this possession, I think.
Not just that, Mauricio. It's awfully smoky out there.
I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
This is going to be a factor on Sunday.
And I'll tell you that right now. It was I'm surprised they played the baseball game here tonight.
Yeah.
They should have called it off. It was around 7:00 at night around here. It was really smoky because I was
yellow?
with my dog.
Yeah, it was yellow around here.
We had the yellow haze for like 2
We had the
days
yellow
earlier
haze,
this week.
especially yesterday. We had the
Yeah.
yellow.
Oh, they
It was
just
especially yellow up here yesterday.
it
Yeah,
was
it was
just
very
really
yellow.
it was really gray the whole
Gray?
day back here. Yeah,
Yeah,
down
it
here.
was gray and yellow. That's what it was over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but listen, going back to the game, I don't know why if you're gonna tell me who would I trust more, I feel like I would trust this Spain team more. Even though
Yeah.
it looks like this Argentina's got like a rabbit's foot tied to them somewhere or to Messi somewhere.
Yeah.
I just feel like I trust this Spain team more because of their quality of work and who they are. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, and me personally, I think the issue with Spain is, and I talked about how strong their team was, and they play strong team football. And they do, I think that they play the best team football out there. But I think one limitation that they do have is they have not found a go-to guy in this World Cup. So that could come back to haunt them. Because Lamine Yamal hasn't been that guy.
Yeah.
And it's Odriozola scored some nice goals, but it's Odriozola.
Yeah.
I mean, he's by no means is this guy a prolific scorer.
Yeah.
Right.
You really can't count on this guy to score. So that would be my concern with Spain. It's like, who are they going to turn to? Who's going to come up big? I don't know. I just feel that Argentina is finding these ways to win.
Yeah.
They seem to have more dynamic players. It's going to take a moment, and they are a very aggressive defensive team.
Yeah.
So if there's a team that can disrupt Spain's flow, I guess it'd be Argentina. So I don't know. I think it could come down to a detail. It could come down to a Messi something. It could take. I mean, this is going to be a 1-goal game.
Yeah.
Doesn't go to penalties.
I think so,
I
think Argentina may very well try to muck this game up a little bit and come in aggressive and create some early fouls and try to break Spain's rhythm that way. They're not going to be able to outpass them, obviously.
No, you can't. No one can out Spain.
No one.
The interesting thing for me is is this the storybook ending for Lionel Messi? Does he get one last upset? Does he somehow do? This team has a spirit that gives me a little bit of belief in them here, but I'm curious to see how much of that they can actually use, and if they're even. Because I could also see them getting played off the park and losing 4-0 if the early stages of the match go a certain way.
Right.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how this plays out.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm not a betting man, but if I was a betting man, I wouldn't touch this game with a 10-foot pole.
No.
I'm sorry.
And those are the best ones to play in.
I have no clue what's going to happen.
Yeah,
Right.
I think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a battle of styles.
Yeah.
Obviously, Spain's going to have the ball most of the time, but I don't think Argentina's going to have too much of a problem with that either.
Argentina can be compact and defend.
They can. They absolutely can.
Right.
They can.
Right. And I mean, I think we're going to see all kinds of mind games. We'll see what Emiliano Martinez has got up his sleeve here in this final. He's always up for the antics. And if Argentina somehow score first and Spain have to play from behind, that's when they're not built for that. And their patience becomes a detriment in that situation sometimes. So it'll be interesting to see. I think if Argentina let Spain get the first goal, I think that it's going to be a long night for them.
Yeah, of course.
It'll similar to what France ran into, because then they're going to have to overcommit to get the ball back. And can Argentina keep 11 guys on the field? They managed to against England, which I didn't think they were going to keep 11 on the field against England the way that the first 5 minutes went. So,
and Spain's never going to park the bus.
No.
That's not how they operate.
No, you're going to have to get the ball from them. They're not going to. So, it'll be interesting to see. I think Spain has more quality, but there's that, what we say in Portuguese, that estrelinha. Argentina's got a little bit of that. So they keep finding a way. The ball bounces in at one end, bounces out at the other. We'll see. They're going to be Unai Simon has played really well too, so they're going to be facing
Yep.
a very good
Yeah.
goalkeeper here.
Yep. And he's
yeah.
starting over David Raya, and David Raya had a much better club campaign.
Yes.
But I think he's just a
Yeah.
better fit in the way that they play.
He's just a better fit for Spain. Yeah.
Right.
Though
That
Raya
keeper.
may be the better goalie.
Yeah,
but-
exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can't wait to watch this. It'll be exciting. You got any thoughts on the third place game? Or I know
I don't know
the
why they
English
still
are.
play third place games.
Yeah, my thought is I wouldn't even play.
You know what?
I think
both
both teams are going to make changes.
Yeah.
So when it's like that, you don't know.
I'm just glad we have 2 games left to watch.
This
and
is
not one.
this is the game where you start.
And it's England versus France, so it's a big game.
It's not like it's just anybody, right?
Yeah. This is the game where you put in that 4th goalie that you put on your team. The 4th goalie.
Yeah. This is,
Every team does that, right? Every team brings 4 goalies. Only the really good teams bring 4 goalies.
Yeah. The confident ones. Yeah.
All right, a little bit of news before we go. It was funny. We talked about this a little bit off the cuff last time, and while we were saying that,
the powers that be watch this show.
They heard my rant.
I hope we got that whole rant out before they announced it. I don't know how, because it seemed like it was immediate. But BeIn Sports is now the new United States partner of Liga Portugal. I don't think it extends to Canada. I'm not 100% sure, but the announcement said United States only. So I don't know what that means for Nino. I'd love to see.
I reached out to him. I told Nino, I'm like, Nino, you got to find a way on there.
Get up.
He just liked my comment.
Yeah, he's got to call his agent and so
I think they're going to certainly. I think BeIn will see that the Portuguese league will bring in higher ratings than than Liga.
Yeah, we'll see. That'll be quite a statement because BeIn is really married to Liga through through the Qatari Foundation. So it'll be interesting to see.
So now BeIn has the league and the Taça.
They do. They are the home of Portuguese football now.
Right.
Which is good because now you can find the games. Part of my problem has been you got to go to 3 different places, and like Taça da Liga, you got to get a VPN and log into a Portuguese station in order to see it. Right. So I'm glad that at least the league and the cup are going to live in the same home here.
Yeah.
I don't know how long the deal. It sounds like it's probably a similar rolling 1-year contract. That's my guess.
Yeah.
But with centralized TV rights coming up, in a couple of seasons, BeIn could be the right partner.
Yeah.
They're financially in much better hands than Goal TV was.
Right.
No,
they're in a much better position.
Right.
Financially.
And listen, and we talked about it during the podcast for several times. You got to find a partner. There's just so many.
Yeah.
And Derek said this even on the last podcast. Come on, man. There's guys showing the Turkish league. Who's watching that? The Belgian league? Like, come on, man.
Well, here's the thing, too. And I think the good thing is it creates a little bit of a synchrony with the fans of those leagues.
Yeah.
And you have transfers between the leagues, and there may be interest. You may be able to get some casuals to come across and watch it.
Yeah.
And BeIn is the home of the Copa Libertadores, so there's a huge
of course.
Yes.
So I think there's a potential growth there for them.
Yeah, there are times where Fenerbahce is on, I'll watch it. Whatever.
Yeah, Fenerbahce, one of the big leagues in Turkey.
The bigger clubs, yes.
Yeah.
And now you can also watch it even better. Watch it on the road.
Yes. Yeah. You got the app. So
you can get the app. Yeah.
Exactly. So I think this is going to be a good thing for
I think so too.
Yeah, me too.
A lot more people. I do see. Do you guys see the comments? I can't see because my screen is too slow.
I can see the comments. I'll read it out.
Yeah.
I can't show them, right? I can only read them.
Well, they're on the screen, so if you can read them, the viewers can see them. I put them on the screen.
I like this. Tuchel was watching film of Greece winning Portugal in 2004.
That's Leo, right?
A very good observation.
Right. And then shout out to my cousin, because I know that's my cousin, Rogerio Matos. He wrote the Sport TV app needs to work internationally, and we've been saying that for a while. Like I wish that worked internationally.
Sport TV Americas one time.
Yes,
and they pulled it. So
pulled it. Yes,
They
that
did.
was
Yeah.
years back. That was years ago.
I had Dish Network.
Yep.
I had the Dish Network to watch Sport TV Americas, and
Yeah.
I personally enjoy watching in English because then I can cut the audio and use it until they tell me I can't. But Gold TV never had an issue with me using Nino's audio. But the league needs to engage with its diaspora, and it needs to engage in the languages spoken outside of Portugal as well. If they want to keep, third generation, fourth generation fans,
Right.
you have to have an English partner, a French partner,
Right.
Especially those two languages, because that's basically Portuguese people went to English and to
Right.
the
And
French
I
speaking places.
hope the FPF saw the people that went to the games in Houston, in Canada, and you saw the fans that you got over here that could see the games and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So to make it more available, you just have to you have to find a way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
See, look,
we can all agree
working
that
your phone.
Messi versus Ronaldo debate is over.
I think so.
And now we're going to segue to the Ronaldo versus Balotelli debate.
Oh no!
Come on, it's not that bad. Come on.
Yeah, not that bad.
I'm not going to just dump on Ronaldo's phenomenal career either.
No.
He is 3 years old.
No, what he did was unprecedented.
And the thing is, my
Exactly.
favorite player is an Argentinian. It was always Maradona. That was always my favorite.
I think that becomes the debate now.
I know that's the debate now.
That's the
Messi
debate.
and
Yeah,
Maradona.
that's
This guy
is Maradona Messi.
You can't hate what this guy is doing.
No.
The thing is, I don't want to give up my Maradona spot to him. That's the only thing. Because my guy was shooting a line of coke and doing drugs and just going out there and kicking
that's what I mean.
If he wins the second World Cup, it's going to be very hard to.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Messi this is going to be his third World Cup final in 4.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
That is incredible.
It has to be mentioned. You guys see the viral picture of Messi
the one
giving
comment I got to
Yamal
read.
a bath?
Great. Ronaldo is the GOAT in Saudi. No debate.
Yeah, sure.
There's no debate. Yeah, there's no.
He's
yeah,
still,
that
he's still
no
my
can,
guy. I'm not trading my guy.
Oh, no,
I'm
he's
just
still
admitting
my
my guy is going to come in second place at the end of the
Listen,
season.
I got to follow my guy into the tunnel. When he goes into the trenches, I got
That's
to
it.
follow my guy.
I go with him. Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no shame in Ronaldo. Ronaldo has a career that only Messi has topped.
And I think either Mikey or Derek, one of you said it even like 2 podcasts ago. We keep forgetting until he started playing on the national team, we wouldn't even qualify for any of these things.
No, we're not the most expensive ticket at the World Cup without him. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah,
how hard it was to even watch Portugal.
Right.
No, I mean
now every friendly is on America.
We didn't make it to '98. We didn't make it to France '98. No.
Yeah.
It was just you started seeing. I think it was Euro 2000 where you started seeing.
Were we there? We weren't there in '94, right? In the USA.
No, we missed it. We lost to Italy.
We missed it. Yeah.
Yep.
But the '96 Euro was memorable. I think that you started seeing. All right. This potential here, and that we could
with those hideous kits. You remember those things?
Oh, those were terrible. I also remember Karol Poborski's goals. So.
Yeah, that's the memory of '96.
And I'll say right now on this spot, that's my favorite Benfica player of all time. I absolutely loves that guy.
It's his hair. It's his hair.
I mean, when that guy got the ball out on the wing, good luck. He would just fly down the wing.
He was. He's a legend in the league.
Flyer. He's super talented.
Yeah.
I was the waiter at White's at Westport when Benfica came to town. I got to meet him.
I was at White's in Westport when Benfica.
We were in the same room, man. I was working.
I was there.
I served the table, yeah. And Poborski's a really tiny guy too. He's not big at all. But
I could not believe how much João Pinto chain smoked.
Yeah.
Signing autographs with cigarette falling out of his mouth.
Yeah. But no, that was a big event for us. We had 1,200 Benfica Eustas in there.
Yeah.
I remember that night. I still remember that night.
I remember I took a bus down there.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah,
we took a bus from the Hudson.
It was great to see them
down to Westport. Yeah,
it was great to see them.
Yeah, it really was. And those were
even
dark days
number.
for Benfica.
They were the enemy. I'm a huge sporting guy, but it was great to see them. And they were really cool guys. And it was an unforgettable night. But I do remember that goal in the '96 Euro.
Yeah.
It was iconic. It's an iconic goal.
That was
Yeah.
fun because we finally got to see them at one of these because we'd watched USA 94. I
Yeah.
remember telling people, oh, no, Portugal's got this awesome goalie, Bahia, and all they would say was, well,
Yes.
he's in the World Cup.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, we got Figo. We got this guy Figo. He's awesome. He's coming. Where was he during the World Cup? It's like, but now, this century, we haven't missed a major tournament yet.
No,
so.
no. I mean, 2002 was probably one of the greatest disappointments.
It was. And probably, Sport TV has an awesome video on their YouTube channel about that World Cup.
Yeah.
Pauleta and Beto tell a lot of the stories from behind.
There was a lot of stuff going on in the background.
It was bad. Yeah.
It was bad. Yeah. It
Their
was sort of like
impersonations
86.
were really bad.
86 was a shit show in the background.
It was very similar. They learned nothing from 86 is what that tells me.
Yeah.
They went to a training camp in Macau where they couldn't even train because of the humidity. They couldn't sleep at night. Beto said the air conditioner was no match for the humidity, which it's hard, but it is like a jungle, I think. Macau.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was the federation thought about it because it's Macau and they could, again, they're still
Portuguese
thinking about what they can monetize.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it was a terrible place to go prepare for a
The
World
train.
Cup
Yeah.
because of the climate. So, yeah. And a lot of those mistakes repeated again this time. They went to West Palm Beach or whatever when they could have been, maybe in a more focused location instead of being on the beach, soaking up sun, wearing yourself out when you should.
So yeah, they didn't come to win.
I just don't understand. Why did you make it Palm Beach when you only had one game in Miami?
It made no sense.
You had two in Houston, and you wouldn't have made it back there to Miami to play a game anyway.
Exactly. They should have been in an indoor facility, most likely.
Yeah.
And one of the NFL facilities with indoor with grass and.
Yeah.
I
think the coach needs to take the reins on that and.
Yes.
I don't know.
And work in tandem with the federation and be like, this is what I demanded. This is what we need.
Right.
You're not going to get that out of Martinez.
One thing Argentina's done well, and I think this actually played into their advantage here because I think England also tired out. I think the altitude and the humidity got to them. Argentina was based in Kansas City, a very central location. They have a lot less travel than a lot of other teams.
Yeah.
And I think that has treated them well and given them those legs late in these games.
Yeah.
They didn't go to South Beach. They didn't go to the flashy place. They went to a strategic location that cut down on travel. No matter where they went, they were halfway there, basically, because they were based out of Kansas City.
Right.
So, again, I guess that's the difference between a serious federation and what we still have in the FPF.
Exactly. It's such a joke.
All right. Anything else, guys, before we call it a night?
No. Sunday.
All right.
Yeah.
See what happens, man.
You guys up to do one more?
Then after that, I mean, as soon as that game is over, I put on my sporting hat and that's.
I'm already like.
We transition to that because this has been a very, very interesting off season.
Yes.
We should have a preseason show because there's just been.
It's a lot.
Yeah. It's a very.
My team's got a real match already next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Where I don't know
Mikey,
who's going to play because players are leaving and nobody's coming in.
Right.
But
Mikey, you guys play tomorrow, right?
Yeah, friendly against Villarreal tomorrow.
Cool.
Okay.
We got Strasbourg. We got Strasbourg on the 20th.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And then Monaco on the 25th.
Strasbourg.
Right.
Yeah, with Hugo Oliveira, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
by the way,
and then Ian Cathro went to Saint-Étienne.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Huge loss for Famalicão. Huge loss.
Well, but they replaced him.
We'll
talk about it.
All right, so the preview show is coming next week sometime.
Yeah. I think Carvalhal is great for a team like that.
Oh, I think that's perfect.
Yeah. He had a lot of success at Rio Ave.
He's going to continue what they've been building. I think that's
he's perfect for a club of that level.
Yes.
It's a good move.
Yeah, and he's less likely to leave after a good season. So
right.
He's actually from there, I believe. That's his hometown. So
cool.
So this could be his final. Maybe he'll
Swan
stay
song.
there. And yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we'll have to have that in the works. I don't know what's going to happen with Tuga Tuesday with Nino not not presumably not calling the games, but
Right.
I'll reach out to him. But if he's not available, we'll do it, the three of us.
Okay.
Yeah. We need that. We definitely need a preseason show, man.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
So we'll talk this weekend and set
Cool.
that up. And then we'll talk about the final on Sunday.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Nice. All right.
All right, guys. Enjoy,
All right, guys.
enjoy
Happy World Cup.
the match this weekend.
Yeah, man. You guys too. See you.
All right,
Take
take
care.
it easy.
All right, guys.